This is a Temple Vitality webinar entitled Eating a Diet Rich in Plants. Hello, I'm John Eagles. I used to be a psychiatrist, and since retirement I have become involved in the Temple V and Temple Vitality programs. This webinar is about eating plants. Eating a lot of different plants is one of the 6 nutritional principles in Temple Vitality, and there are 3 main reasons, as on the slide, as to why we should eat lots of plants. Although saving the planet is not part of the Temple Vitality program, I'm sure most of us would like to think that we can do our bit towards that end, and I'll start with planetary considerations. So, how can we help the planet through what we eat? Eating meat is a highly inefficient way of feeding the world's growing population. About half of the food crops grown each year goes towards feeding livestock, and to produce 1 kilogram of beef requires that cow to eat 13 kilograms of grain. Growing soybeans on a given area of land produces about 10 times more protein than grazing cattle. Creating eggs uses lots of foodstuffs as well. Pork is a bit better, and only about 2.5 kilograms of grain is required to produce 1 kilogram of chicken meat, even if those chickens might often be raised in pretty horrendous conditions. And then there's global warming. This is partly related to fossil fuel use during animal farming, but rather more to do with livestock producing methane, this contributing to nearly 20% of greenhouse gas emissions worldwide. So, eating more plants can certainly help the well-being of the planet. Does eating plants in itself help people to get to or to maintain a lower weight? If you look at studies of general populations, then you tend to find that vegans are the slimmest, followed by vegetarians, followed by fish eaters, that's pescatarians, and omnivore meat eaters are the heaviest. It is not possible, however, to disentangle this from other lifestyle factors, since vegans and vegetarians tend to be more health conscious and more active. Studies of overweight people who are put on to plant-based diets, as opposed to diets with animal protein, do not generally do significantly better in terms of weight loss. One study in Slovenia got 150 people onto a lifestyle program, eating only plants, educating them about food and encouraging exercise, and these people lost weight and dropped their body fat percentages. They were, however, a very well motivated group, I suspect, in that about 2,500 people were initially screened for possible inclusion, and this was whittled down to the 150 who took part. A crucial question when one looks at the evidence is what exactly is meant by a, quotes, plant-based diet, end quotes. You could eat lots of white bread, white rice, sugary drinks, and ultra-processed vegan ready meals, that's to say a bad plant-based diet, and you would not lose weight. A lot of the stuff you read about the benefits of a plant-based diet does not make it clear what they are talking about. All of those diets you see on this slide can be referred to as plant-based, but only the vegan diet is comprised exclusively of plants. Broadly speaking, Temple Vitality advocates a whole food Mediterranean diet with lots of fruit, vegetables, whole grains, legumes and nuts. Many food experts agree that the Mediterranean diet is the healthiest, as well as being generally popular and enjoyable. So, what gives rise to all of these health improvements? Research into gut health has grown hugely during the past 10 years or so, and steadily more is being understood. Our microbiome comprises the thousands of different bacterial and viral species that inhabit our large intestines. The ideal microbiome has the biggest number of different bugs, and these bugs come mainly from the fibre that we consume. So, the more fibre, the better. Our gut has recently been calculated to regulate 80% of our immune system through having a healthy microbiome. An overactive immune system can lead to allergies and sensitivities, while underactive immunity makes us more prone to infections. To summarise, we advocate a plant-based diet, by which we mean one that is mainly plants, but can include fish, poultry, and even occasional red meat. This will help the planet and may help you to maintain a lower weight. It certainly has very many different health benefits, and the more different plants you consume, the better this will be for your gut health and for your overall well-being.